Hey, welcome back to Midweek Point and Click, your one-stop shop for two silly blokes playing adventure games on a Saturday morning. How you doing, Steve? You got a new avatar, I see?
I was just checking it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you. I don't know which character you are. I don't know anything really about this game other than that people have said it's pretty damn good. But
The
yeah.
Robert Zadar character, the character played by Robert Zadar.
Robert Sadar, who's that?
It's one that was posted recently on the Discord. The guy that has like a lot of padding around between his face and the sides of his head, like
Oh, is that the
the guy at
Maniac
the
Cop
door.
guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I really got to see that movie. I mean, I'm a horror fan for sure, and I've never seen that crazy stuff. I always confuse it with that movie Maniac. Have you ever seen that?
Nah, I
Okay.
haven't seen either. I haven't seen Manic Cop is one of like sort of. I remember the video cover, and I think I've seen a partial review.
Hmm.
Made me think it was like a little bit too B grade, like B grade in the bad way. But I don't know.
Hmm. Maniac. They actually did a remake, probably about 10 years ago, where Elijah Wood was the bad guy, which was interesting.
Oh, okay, he could probably be play good, bad guy.
Yeah, I think the first time I saw him a bad guy was what's that movie that's black? Sin City. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we played. I don't know if you call it a bad guy, but a real creepy guy in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, I haven't
Um,
seen that in a very long time. You know, the
he's a
first.
fucking dirtbag in that movie.
Really? Okay. Maybe I got
Yeah.
to watch it again because, like, the only time I watched it was on a dirty VCD from the markets.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. The experience was. I was also a bit younger, so maybe I wasn't into what the themes were sort of talking about. But yeah. Anyway, how was your week? What did you get up to?
Not much. Short week, of course, but I
Mm-hmm.
barely made it to the end of Thursday. I was so exhausted. I don't know why. So I was really glad to have the Friday off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't actually made anything productive out of it. What
Yeah.
about you?
It was good. Yeah, I took Thursday off as well to extend my long weekend. Mainly because I went into the office on Wednesday, and I don't like going into the office unless it is a weekend because of how long it can take to get home and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's good. Haven't really been doing much. Just been doing music and sort of bumming around the house and playing. Been playing that Suicide Squad game, Kill the Justice League, and the internet claim that that's a horrible game, which of course is hyperbole. Game is actually quite fun. Even though it's a co-op game, I've been playing it solo, and yeah, I've just been absolutely loving it. So managed to beat that, and now I'm doing this sort of seasonal content, which is like free DLC kind of stuff that unlocks characters and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Other than that, not much, not much. All right. Well, this game, there was a bit of a synopsis at the start, but I'll read it again, just so everyone knows what the game is actually about. It says, in this paranormal point-and-click adventure, a traveling salesman races to stop a horrific deaths in a quiet seaside town before he's next. I really dig the art style. It kind of does remind me of. So it's got the little bit of the Don't Starve vibes, but also kind of like the Paul Jennings, Morris Gleitzman style. I don't know, just something I would really like as a young adult. Um,
Like Uncanny and those ones. Or was that something else?
yeah, like they did a collaboration together where they did sort of like creepy stories and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Let's check it out. I'll boot the game to the main menu and then share with you, and we can get started. Of course, we'll adjust the volume and things like that before we get going. There we go. Where are you? Here you are. All right. Let me know when you can see that.
Yep, I can.
Cool. Volume's okay for you?
Yep.
I guess you can adjust it in Steam though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get going. Here we go.
Don't make your living selling other people's books when you're trying to write your own. It seems brilliant at first.
Oh, it's 3D. Interesting. 2D,
Immerse
3D.
yourself in your craft, get a sense for what's popular, gather moments of inspiration from the unassuming corners of the world. But immersing yourself in anything eventually takes its toll.
Me most of the time.
There you go. Maybe it's a life lesson for you. Whoa.
Shit. You'd think a recurring nightmare would eventually get less, I don't know, nightmarish. I need to take a break, get out of this room for a bit.
I do like the voice acting so far. Very good. Got the pen. All right, we got a tutorial. Nice. Oh, okay. Yep. Same nightmare again. I should take a walk to clear my head. Is that a hint? I guess it is.
Oh, quest log.
Can't imagine plants last long in here.
Okay. Does it have the... Well, let's check the controls real quick. Highlight objects. That's it. That's what we want. Beautiful.
Can't imagine plants last long in here.
Yeah, okay.
Hasn't been the most successful sales trip so far. But hey, this town might want the whole pile. Small town hotel art at its ugliest.
Oh, it's not too bad. If Tongs was here, I'd ask him what difficulty this is, but I reckon both you and I, Steve, could probably do this painting.
Oh yeah, it's literally just a bunch of triangles. Other than, is there anything that might be like if we got a blank canvas, would we think of doing something like that? Like that's the like actually we could reproduce that, but whether we'd compose something like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, that box looks like it could be something, but...
Seems appropriate that I'm staying in a room as disheveled as I am.
Bed.
No way I'm getting back to sleep right now. Not after that.
Okay.
There are more cigarette butts on the floor than there are in here.
Yuck. We probably want to get this. Oh, hang on. I assume this is a do not disturb sign, right? Guess not.
Yeah.
There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
I guess. I guess the grey ones are no housekeeping.
I think I passed by this view on my way into town. Healthier than the one in my room, I'll give it that much. Not sure if anyone's staying in this room.
Lobby, don't want to go to the lobby just yet.
There's a do not...
Click that one. Oh, is this a crime scene, huh?
Judging by the state of my room, I don't want to see this one. Healthier than the one in my room, I'll give it that much. Can't see much at this hour.
Oh, nice. Got a run. Oh, get a map.
Town maps. Don't see any maps, though.
Hello, Joe.
Well, if it isn't the traveling writer, welcome to Villa Ventana.
Have we met?
Oh, no, but I saw your suitcase full of books burst open on your way into the hotel. And since it sounds like you are indeed a writer, you simply must meet Oswaldo.
Who's Oswaldo?
Oh, a most charming and riveting storyteller, the life of every party he attends. In fact, he lives just a few doors down from here.
Thanks, miss. I'll drop by.
Do tell him Gladys says hello.
Gladys. You don't see Gladyses anymore.
No. Awesome.
Where are you visiting from?
Oh, about 5 blocks, give or take.
You live here? Why are you staying in a hotel?
Young man, vacationing is about mindset, not distance. You've traveled much farther than me to be here, but are you on vacation?
Good point. You're looking elegant. Maybe too elegant for a place like this.
Oh, I know, dear. Sadly, this filthy excuse for a hotel happens to be the only one for miles.
Give it a rest, Gladys.
I'll give it a rest when you learn how to brew a halfway decent cup of tea.
Crazy old thing.
You love me.
Take care.
Okay, we got keys over there.
Those are some nice bags.
Laundry. It's got a laundry.
Locked. Looks like keys for each room.
Oh, do we ding the bell even though he's there? That'd be pretty funny.
Little touches like this help distract from all the stains.
All right, let's ring it.
No hotel front desk is complete without a bell. No hotel...
No, I can't ring it.
The Leonard Bacher Award for Exemplary Hospitality. Who's Leonard Bacher?
I am. Now cram it.
Hello?
It's a new transition.
For sure.
I know you.
Harvey Green, room 3? Do you have a map of town I can borrow?
That's odd.
People don't usually ask for maps.
You're not in the book.
Maybe the morning guy forgot to add me when I checked in.
Yeah, maybe.
So, map?
On the stand behind you.
Stands empty.
Well then, guess I'm out of maps.
Guess so. Thanks.
No problem.
I like that they got these little white beady eyes. Cool look. All right, into town we go.
The evening air is perfect. I'll give the town that much. It's propped up against an old hitching post.
Bird.
Haven't heard any trains so far. I wonder if this is abandoned.
Oh, we got a bun.
Oh, hey there, little fella. Where are you off to?
Oh,
What the hell was
I
that?
don't like that bunny's chances.
no. Unless it was the bunny's bachelor party and he was his friends kidnapping him for a wild adventure on the weekend.
Welcome to Villa Ventana, your window to a better life. Window?
It's like
I
on
feel like a door would be more helpful.
Starfleet Academy.
Yes.
Do you reckon that ever actually happens? Was that like a thing? Like,
As in people kidnapping friends?
it seems a bit too extreme.
It does, because it could go wrong very, very easily. I'm sure it's happened before, but very, very... Ooh, look at this. I like the reflection.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Old neglected barrels and crates.
I did see that, I think I told you that Starfleet Academy has been axed after season 2, but there's now a petition to bring it back because it's actually loved more than people first thought.
Yeah, because the Red Letter Media guys recently put out a video on Voyager, but one stage they said that I don't have too much love for Academy, but they said that the total viewership was 400,000. And it's like, that's bullshit. I know like 3 people have watched it all the way through. I've watched it even though I don't watch New Trek. Like, sort of seep through.
I just want to give Paul Giamatti another platform to stand on. He's a really good bad guy. Like, just this really, like, kind of cheesy charisma, but it fits.
Old neglected barrels and crates.
Oh, another pidge. Wonder if there'll be a trophy to scare all the pidges.
Or something.
Exercise extreme caution when crossing. Why? I haven't seen a single car on the road.
Across the road.
Probably can't say it because it's at the end, but there's one bit that's like, I think it's really, really cool with that character to do with his motivation for
Yeah,
getting Star Trek and like the reveal. It's like, oh shit.
for sure.
Because then it's like I can't say he's a bad guy per se. He's just
Misguided?
acting out of his perception. Yeah.
Was there a storm recently? Was there a...
Coming up next on Among the Shadows, murder most foul.
New radio drama. Haven't heard of this one.
And what role will recent arrival Harvey Green
Huh,
play in these
that's us.
troubling events?
Wait, what?
Out on a
Hey, who's in there? How do you know my name? Oswaldo? This isn't funny. I'm going inside. Hello?
Ooh.
This looks abandoned. Or worse. Wait a second, so who's listening to the radio? And where is the radio?
Is this a boudoir? I don't know what a boudoir is, but that's what comes to mind.
I thought that was a room. That's a roll top. Well, in my brother where they call it a roll top desk.
Oh, okay.
I thought boudoir was like a bedroom or like something.
Yeah, not sure.
Doesn't sound like the radio's in there. Sounds like it's coming from in there. Ah, it's
Boudoir
locked.
is
Why?
A powder room or something?
a lady's private sitting room or a salon in a furnished residence.
Imagine having a sitting room. You just go in there and just sit.
Did Oswaldo board up his own windows? Why? Did Oswaldo... It's filthy, just like everything else in here.
You ever watch those rug cleaning videos? Like they power wash these dirty old rugs that they find in the worst of places?
I think I've seen one. Or was it a Amazing Race thing where they have to clean the rugs?
Yeah, it may have been Amazing Race. Because that
They
rings
had
a bell
to,
too.
yeah, because they had to beat it with a stick before then doing that thing.
Which is the worst because it's like hitting the blackboard erasers.
Was there a struggle
Yeah, in
here?
terms of like dust
Why
everywhere.
else would all these chairs be knocked over?
Oh, I thought this was a chalk outline for the scissors, but they're actual scissors. Nice. That'll come in handy.
The wall is covered in newspaper clippings, pictures, and scribbles. But why is there a crossword puzzle in the middle here?
Oh, it looks like we got a
And
pause.
what are these paper scraps stuck around it?
Okay, cool.
I guess it's just called the Roll Top Desk. There wasn't any alternate names on the Wikipedia page.
Mm-hmm. Now, are the...
Oh, do we fit these and then the gaps? No.
Yeah.
The gaps then reveal a word.
Yep. I was kind of wondering what would facilitate the... Well, maybe that's like that.
Can't be that because there has to be a shape that has a gap that's like one width.
I thought maybe the black things would actually...
I think things fill up the whole area,
Mm.
and then you'll see what letters are revealed.
Oh yeah, I get that, but like I was thinking maybe the black things would have a actual like shape associated, like this for instance, where it fits. Maybe it does. Maybe that is it, kind of.
No, that's because that's another shape has to fit in that basically. So
The
the
only-
red one or the yellow one.
The only thing is nothing's gonna fit
Actually,
up
no.
top here,
But that means that the green one has to be
Oh.
on top, so the purple one can be below.
like that. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
That one could go there, and then
That's
yep,
that or the red one.
yep, that's it.
The remaining letters spell Telltale Heart. In that story, the narrator hides a body under the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Oswaldo didn't consider that a source of inspiration.
That was a fun puzzle. I like it. As long as we don't get that like click the dots puzzle to make them fill out again.
Eyes are fine. The magic square puzzles is what those are called.
Mm.
The remaining letters spell Telltale Heart. In that story, I hope
Okay.
I think it's broken. Hello? Oswaldo? The front door was open. Is everything okay? Besides the stranger in your house, I mean.
Hmm.
The radio's somewhere in this room. No need to snoop further.
Okay, we need a key though. Oh, unless... If the key's under the floor, how are we going to... Maybe we have to start combining items.
I don't follow.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll just cut my photo off the back cover. I
Oh,
have
okay.
Plenty more copies of this thing.
Sweet, now the scissors are gone. I like that when... It's the Resident Evil 2 method, where you no longer need the item, get rid of it.
What would that do? I don't see the point. I don't follow.
Let's see, if you click this... Oh, I see. Maybe we can combine it to take clues.
Not sure why I'd do that.
Okay, maybe not. Bathroom was locked, wasn't it?
Doesn't seem like anyone's in there.
Lock. Oh, what if we put our photo on the... I doubt this is going to work, but...
No.
Okay. Feel maybe you can peel back the rug now that we've got that clue.
There's a crease in the corner of the rug, as if it's been folded up recently. Am I really going to look under there?
Oh yeah.
I have to, right?
Mage, how
Huh?
you doing? Welcome in.
Something down there is reflecting light from the window. It's
the
a
key.
key. This looks like it fits.
Hold it.
Oh,
Don't move. Keep your hands where I can see them. Good God, what the hell's going on in here? Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Harvey Green. I'm in town for business. I'm staying over at the
What business?
books. I sell books. I have a card in my pocket. Can I...
Slowly. What's all this on the wall? What have you been doing?
Nothing. No, I don't know what any of this is.
Bullshit.
It's true. I've been in here for just a few minutes. I've been in town less than a day. Whatever's on that wall, it must have taken weeks.
Let's say I believe you. Why are you in here?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy talk, the top one. So the old lady did mention for me to come here.
A woman at the hotel suggested I meet Oswaldo.
Describe her.
Older, dressed like she was at the Kentucky Derby.
That's Gladys, all right. Mr. Green, do you have any knowledge of Oswaldo's current whereabouts?
No, Sheriff.
Then I have a missing person on my hands. Listen to me. I don't know what the hell's going on in this room. I do know that if people caught wind, it'd cause a town-wide panic. So you and I are gonna make a deal. I let you walk straight back to your hotel, and you tell no one about what you saw. Say a word or skip town, and I personally escort you to a jail cell.
That's what a guilty
Do we
person would say.
understand each other?
Yes, Sheriff.
Good. Now get out of here.
Shit. Breaking into a house? What was I thinking? Am I losing it? No, I swear I heard my name coming from in there. I didn't imagine it. I couldn't have. And even if I did, I couldn't have imagined all that other stuff I saw in there. I can't just sit in here and ignore it. For starters, this is the only interesting thing that's happened in months.
Okay. Can we start peeling the wallpaper now?
Seems appropriate that I'm staying in a room as disheveled as I am.
No. There was more in the town that we didn't get to check out. Thanks,
Enjoying
Gladys.
your stay, dear?
I saw some sort of creature at the edge of the forest. Do you have any idea what that might have been?
Oh, we'll see the occasional raccoon or skunk.
This was bigger than a skunk. It snatched a rabbit and ran away.
Ah, a bobcat then. Rare for them to venture so close.
Okay, if you say so. I dropped by Oswaldo's house.
Oh, lovely, dear. How is he?
He was out.
You creative types are always off making mischief.
Take care. He doesn't seem too keen on chatting.
I wonder if the cop's going to see us out and about. Get real angry. Pidge? Hey, you ever notice in the city you see pigeons and they're like missing feet, and seagulls, same thing? Have you ever wondered what happened to their feet?
Yeah, I'm more noticed it with seagulls. I think I've had someone explain it, but yeah, that's something I've sometimes wondered.
I
Because,
googled
one
it the
here-
other day.
Okay, because a couple here and there, it's like, okay, maybe they sometimes fight or there's some other thing, but yeah, I forget what it was.
It's string and hair. It wraps around their leg and cuts off the
Oh, shit.
circulation. Their feet come off.
Just a typical mailbox.
Which is sad, really. Because say you saw one with string and hair attached to its foot, it's not going to let you take it off anyway, even though, you just want to help.
I don't see anyone in there. Huh, it's a whole mannequin. Little beat up, but it's in one piece. Maybe I could clean it up and sell it.
Ooh. Okay.
Sumptuous garments for the discerning elitist. It's closed.
Oh, birds.
Plenty of space in there. Wonder if they even realize they're trapped.
Like they know. I think that's a smaller confine than they'd be used to in the wild.
I shouldn't venture too far from the hotel without a map.
That's fun that they've got different, like the actual street signs take you there.
I shouldn't venture too far from the hotel without a map.
Okay. Maybe the cop's got a map.
Good evening, officer.
Evening, Mr. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
My name's Hugo. Victor Hugo. I'm a tourist.
A tourist? Huh. We don't get many of those. Well, welcome to Villa Ventana, Mr. Hugo. Stay out of trouble and all that.
What happened in there?
I'm afraid I can't comment on that, Mr. Hugo. Scene's still under investigation.
As in crime scene?
Well, that's what the sheriff's gonna figure out in the morning. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said that even.
You ever watch that cartoon, Steve, Victor, and Hugo Bunglers in Crime?
It reminds me, because, yeah, his surname reminded me of that. Don't know if I've watched it. I think I vaguely remember it.
It's pretty good.
Any chance I could take a look inside? I'm something of a...
Aspiring mystery writer?
How did you...
Suspenders.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hugo. We need to make sure nothing's disturbed. You're just gonna have to use your imagination. Writers are good at that, aren't they?
An enormous creature jumped out at me at the edge of the woods.
Ha! First time in deer country, Mr. Hugo?
This was no deer. It was brown,
Like a deer?
totally silent.
Like a deer.
You don't understand. It...
Relax, Mr. Hugo. You're not the first to get spooked. I promise the deer will leave you alone if you give them the same courtesy.
Is it safe for me to be out at this hour?
Are you keeping out of the crosswalk over there?
Yes.
Then you're fine.
What's so dangerous about it?
I wish I knew. Almost every time we're called out, it's because some pedestrian got hit.
If that crosswalk's so dangerous, why not remove it?
We submitted a request to City Hall.
Why didn't they do anything?
They did. They put up the sign.
You sure I can't peek in there for just a second?
I'm sure, Mr. Hugo. Sheriff's orders.
Officer, I think I hear screaming. Someone needs help.
I do appreciate your concern, Mr. Hugo, but I don't hear a thing.
It's faint, but I'm sure it's there. Listen again.
Mr. Hugo, I think you could use a couple more hours of sleep, huh?
Are you really not hearing the screaming? It sounds like it's coming from one block over.
Please don't take this the wrong way, Mr. Hugo, but our town does have a world-famous psychiatric sanatorium.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, Mr. Hugo. Nothing at all.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Check the window now.
Looks like it's locked from the inside.
Okay.
Was there a storm recently?
I wonder if we can do anything with the mannequin. We still got the key to the thing. That's good.
What would that do? That seems pointless. I don't follow. I don't follow.
Housekeeping sign.
Get out of the road! Watch it, buddy! Hey, you trying to get
How is this happening every single time? Deja vu doesn't even begin to describe it.
Get out of the road!
That's pretty great.
What would that do?
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Old neglected barrels and crates. It's been here at least as long as I have.
Pidge.
Haven't heard any trains so far. Welcome to Villa Ventana, your window to a better life. No way. I don't know what that creature was, and I don't want to find out.
Hallway. That is where we came from, right? I think this laundry.
Still locked. Those are some nice bags. He doesn't seem too keen on chatting.
Enjoying your stay, dear?
Take care. Not sure if anyone's staying in this room.
Can we...
This
Oh.
guest wouldn't mind a bit of tidying, right?
Oh, nice. Okay. Laundry key. Yes.
It's full of cleaning supplies. It's full of cleaning supplies.
Can I just open it without grabbing the key?
Still locked.
Okay.
Guy doesn't say anything suspicious about that.
Hmm.
Well, I guess
Yes.
it's reading paper. Wait.
It's off by a few months. And
Tongs.
a few years.
How you doing?
A picture-perfect pile of furnace firewood. Looks like it hasn't been on for a while. Weather must be nice here. Clean and dry. Let's see. Ooh, some of these are sharp. Might help me close a sale or two while I'm here.
Okay. Just stealing people's clothes. Cool. Why wouldn't you, like, that bothers me so much of just putting, like, absolutely saturated clothing on a line.
That's to try some but then having it in an enclosed room, like what is probably already a musty, damp, like closed room. Yeah.
It's got the drain at least, unless call out Bruce to unclog that.
They're for washing clothes. Any loose change? Nope. These are all still wet. Very wet.
I wonder if... Can we turn on the boiler?
Looks like it hasn't been on for a while.
Oh. Calendar. Wash basins.
They're for washing clothes. Any loose change? Nope.
Can we put the clothes on the mannequin? Oops.
Great, now the mannequin's dressed better than I am.
Okay. What would we need the wrench for? Yeah, it has tongs. I'm really enjoying it so far. The art style and the voice acting is pretty amazing.
Remember the... I don't know if it seems so simple, but as a teenager, remember that Karl Kuvazanovsky, whatever his
Dr.
last name
Karl?
was? Dr. Karl, yeah.
Yep.
I remember catching him because he'd do those Q&As where people would ask questions that are like sciencey, and one of them asked how clothes dry, like why do they... Because it's not just like it's sun is helps it, but like it doesn't necessarily need sun.
It's just evaporation, right?
Yeah, like, but I always found his explanation fascinating. Where he said, well, he said like the water molecules are constantly vibrating and sometimes they fall off. So that's why the clothes are slowly dry. And the reason you want them in sunlight, or not necessarily sunlight, but the warmer it is, the more they vibrate. So the more goes off. Because that's why you can have it in a cool area and they'll dry, but they'll take like 2 days as opposed to if they're in the sun in warm weather, they'll take like a few hours. They'll just, he said, because it's when they're not vibrating much, they do it less, but they'll eventually dry.
That is interesting. Tongs, that sounds like a Steve fact if I've ever heard one. Seen that in ages.
No,
And
being
that
lax with my Steve
was
facts.
another Steve fact.
Alright, so we've got a wrench and a man now.
I don't follow.
Okay, fair enough. Go in here? Pretty good if we
Judging by the state of my room, I don't want to see this one.
What are we going to use the wrench for? Can we actually...
It's a standard wrench.
Yeah.
Small and ornate. Definitely not for a door. It's my manuscript, now with no cover on it. It's the headshot from my manuscript. If you squint, it almost looks like a real person.
Unless we put the mannequin on the edge of the city and see if the monster takes it.
I've been assuming the mannequin might be a voodoo doll later.
I think it's a big one though, because he got the clothes.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused about that. Guess he also has it in his pocket. That's why I assumed it was a.
Oh, can we throw it on the crosswalk maybe? Oh, and then when the cop goes over, that makes
This
sense.
should look like the real deal to that cop. Here goes nothing. Shit! Shit! That wasn't supposed to. Oh God! What have I know this man from my.
Oh,
Who do we play as him?
Oh, good lord! Did you see what happened, Mr. Hugo?
I didn't. I heard a crash, and
This damn crosswalk! Sign's useless! Get back to your hotel, Mr. Hugo. I'll call an ambulance.
better get rid
Yes,
of that mannequin.
officer. I just wanted to get into that house.
He had a nightmare where everyone's heads was being put on the wall. Hopefully we can go back in now.
If I keep it down, hopefully he won't even realize I'm in here.
Yes.
The radio should still be in that desk. Time to take a look.
The music sounded like Resident Evil 1 for a second.
There it is. And it's turned off? How? Whatever. I need to find that station.
Oh. Oh!
No light, no shadows, Oswaldo. No light, no shadows. No light, no shadows. No light, no.
Coming up next. You are next.
No, it's happening. I have to warn Lena.
Oh! Wow.
What did I just... That was him. He was right in front of me. And that thing just took him. What did you find, Oswaldo?
Oh, cool.
Oswaldo's diary. There's several references to a Lena. Must be the same Lena he mentioned in that vision. Wherever she is, I have to find her. I imagine it'll be easier than finding Oswaldo.
Okay. Lena wasn't at book club, so I just stopped by after. She opened the door and she opened the door the instant I knocked and asked if I felt the pull that brought me. What the hell does that mean? Hope she just has a fever. The pull of what? I was concerned for Lena, so I checked on her. Why can't I stop thinking about this? I need to talk to her again. F equals GX M1 times M2 divided by D2. Does that check out, Steve, as a mathematician?
M2 is weird. Oh no, M1 it's a different constant. Yeah, it looks like a proper formula.
Okay. She opened the door and asked the same question. Suddenly I realized the answer was yes. She brought me inside and told no, I shouldn't write it down. Can't shake the suspicion that she's right. I need to know for sure. Brought home everything in town archive would part with. Need to cancel plans. It's true. It's got to be. So many flukes, so many coincidences are caused by some force moving pieces into place. Is it the same force causing me to discover this? How could I even tell? Went to Lena's to share my findings, but no answer. A neighbor told me what happened. I must find a way to reach her, but carefully. If I'm right, even listening to the radio is a threat. I can't drop my guard for a moment. This is a game of light and shadows. Our actions each cast a light, each light in turn casting a shadow. Somehow those shadows can bend the light that casts them. It follows that I must cast no light. I'm getting too close. I must be vigilant. No light, no shadows. Okay. Oh, a map. Achievement, find a map.
Did the radio cause my vision of Oswaldo? How?
Okay, that's it.
Oh my god.
Psycho!
No wonder Oswaldo was trying to secure this place.
Looks like someone subscribed.
No wonder
Give him a face waterfall of blood.
Thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate it. How do I get back? Oh, this. Here we go. Alright, now that we've got the map, we can actually go on an adventure.
Shit. That cop is back. I need to find another way out.
Oh, through the bathroom. Oh, here we go.
Classic bathroom sink. Pretty boring assortment of magazines, especially given what's in the other room.
Are you a avid reader on the toilet? Because I am definitely not.
I have a thing about because I keep thinking like when people do stuff like that, it's like that's where the shit particles are.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Like I already feel a bit dirty if I like go into the like at work when I go into the bathroom and things are used. I sometimes have to wash my hands before I go out, like just the fact that I'm in there. But that would be psychosomatic. But when you're actively on the toilet, it means you're casting shit particles like everywhere. They haven't even settled yet.
Hang on one second. You said you have to wash your hands when leaving the toilet. That's a given, right?
Like even when I haven't used the toilet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to keep up appearances as well, because if someone comes in, even if you haven't done it, like let's just say you changed clothes or something in the cubicle, even if someone came in, you got to make sure you wash your hands to show them that you're not a filth bag.
Yeah, if they don't know they haven't, yeah.
Old, tattered, and crusty.
Yuck.
Ugh.
I got another Steve fact. The way you said station before reminded me of something. So this is trivia for the Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Love that movie. Yep.
Yeah. So you know how the alien's called Station?
Mm-hmm.
But then also randomly there's like a guy from, I forget what band it is, but there's like an actual musician guy, because this guy's several musician guys, and one stage one of them just pumps his fist and yells Station as like a thing, and it's completely unrelated to the alien, and it's just in there several times. The reason it's there, it's like an in-joke from the writer-directors, is that they're going through a whole bunch of rewrites, and in a script you have like where something is, so you'd have police station interior, police station exterior.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the rewrites and changes, there was a copy and paste error, so that in the middle of the script, it just said station, like it was like da-da-da-da, just had the word station by itself and then da-da-da. And the director thought that was so funny that they made reference to that.
That's good.
It's kind of a very silly thing, but I thought that was charming.
Best get back to your hotel, Mr. Hugo. This is a strange evening.
Sure is. Has this been cleaned up yet? Oh, it has. We should be able to go to the forest after we scare a few pigeons. Yep. Or is he too scared? He might be too scared.
I can barely see 3 feet ahead of me. If I'm going in there, I'll need some light.
Oh, we could potentially use this to rip the light off.
Vandalizing the welcome sign is typically a bad look for your first day in town.
Okay, maybe not. Well, we can definitely go the other side of town. It's good. Oh, you can do the hold the mouse down. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go down First or Main Street, Steve. Where do we want to go first?
Main Street.
Okay. Oh, off to Stefano's. Oh,
Everything in there looks incredible.
oh, who's this gentleman?
Evening, friend. Care for a motor tour?
Motor tour?
Like a regular tour, but with a little something extra.
You mean a motorcycle?
Bingo!
What's the tour route?
Right up Ventana Peak. Highest point in the area. Even beats the observatory.
And then back down, I assume?
Back down? Oh, that costs extra.
Oh, brutal.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, just some classic motor tour humor.
Are you sure that thing's safe?
You kidding? Villa Ventana's streets are some of the safest around. You know, besides the deadly and gruesome car accident earlier this evening.
We essentially killed that man, right? That was our fault.
Yeah, we did. That was kind of weird. Initially, I thought, oh, you just smashed a car, but then the guy's dead. And it's like, we literally caused that.
Do you know a person named Lena?
Lena? Maybe rings a bell. Don't think I've met her.
Okay, thanks. Oh, there was a car accident?
You didn't hear it? It was a block or so that way toward the hotel. Couldn't tell whose car it was, but I could tell they didn't make it. I thought all the talk about that crosswalk was superstition. Now I'm not so sure.
Where does the tour go again?
Right up Ventana Peak. Highest point in the area. Even beats the observatory.
We'll pass for now. And we'll
I'm
go
good
a
for
little bit
now.
later.
You're missing out. I'm usually booked solid on an evening this nice.
We've got more things to check.
Top of the hill tours. We look down on the competition.
Hitch. City Hall. Oh, we can actually go in.
If this room uses an organizational system, I'm not seeing it. It's an old handwritten journal. Wonder what it's about.
Okay, observations on the Watambu people. In exploring the wilds around the young settlement, I've discovered stunningly elaborate works of long-departed civilization I've named the Watambu. Many of their carvings feature an inscription that resembles this word. Here I will document my findings as best as I can. W.J. Astronomy. Watambu understanding of astronomy surpasses any of known contemporary civilization. They possess an impressive knowledge of our solar system and its planets. It appears they even worship other planets as gods. Oh god, okay, we're going to need this.
That's, my mind mixed, I sneaked it before because my mind mixed that up, where I thought it was talking about astrology, where it's like their astrology is superior to elfing, but that's astronomy, it's a different.
Oh, Jupiter's got Cthulhu there. Alright, rituals. Watambu priests regularly sought to commune with their gods and the world around them by consuming various blue mushrooms I've seen growing in this forest. I've yet to sample it myself for fear of ill effects. It's like that, what's that cartoon that we watched?
Mushroom, the judge, was that guy's name? Yeah, that mushroom healing cartoon.
Temple. I have reason to believe that the Watambu constructed the most sacred temple within the nearby forest. Alas, I am denied entrance by a massive gate in the shape of a totemic head. I see no mechanism to open it, but the carvings suggest that priests would place a jade artifact atop a nearby mountain. Okay, so that's where we're going to go. On the summer solstice, when the sun's rays pass through it, the greatest density. Frustratingly, I found no traces of jade in the forest or its surroundings.
Yeah, common
Mathematics.
side effects.
Every civilization as sophisticated as this one inevitably develops its own system of mathematics. It is fascinating to observe how such systems resemble and differ from each other. Have you ever, Steve, looked at different cultures' mathematics and just to see if it makes sense?
Not really. There's the two I know was like Polish notation system where instead of having like we would have 1 plus 2, they have +1 2. Like the operator goes first,
Oh, how
which
do
is
you
a weird
separate the
system.
numbers though, like commas or something?
No, well, I guess gaps.
Gaps. Gotcha.
But then the weirdly it's hard to get your mind around it, but they don't need brackets
Okay.
because like plus minus 1 2 5, like it still has an order because the 1 2 belong to the minus, and then that result gets plus with 5. Like, but it's a weird system. Otherwise, I know. I think I was going to bring it up before. I think I have the. It's not really a writing numeracy system, but the Roman numerals. You know how we do the 4 is like IV.
Yep.
That kind of thing is done within, like, that's a rule within their system, but it would rarely be used. So they would write 4 as 4 eyes or 4 things.
Yep.
The reason being is because we kind of do it because it looks prettier, and we often use Roman numerals just to have numbers.
Yep.
We don't use arithmetic for them. But if you're using arithmetic, then it makes it so much more complicated if you've got like 4 as IV. So they'll probably use it for, if something was like 99, instead of writing the whole thing, they might write IX, but
Yep.
I don't know IX.
I know what you mean. I
99
see.
is IC, yeah. But like mathematics, the thing with Roman numerals is the mathematics becomes arithmetic becomes really, really simple, because like addition, you're just adding the things together and then grouping them into, like, if there's 4 I's, that becomes a V. Subtraction's also similar. Multiplication's actually pretty simple. Like, you're just multiplying. It's like a mapping for each, like a V and an I just becomes a V, but like a V and an X becomes L, which I think is 50. You just got that mapping in your head, and then you're just going through each letter combination between the two sides and just doing that, and then adding them all up. It's very, very simple, unless you do the subtraction start. I always thought that was interesting.
Gotcha. Tongs asks, have you looked at these nuts from different cultures? I know Steve definitely has. Another Steve fact. Ardwood, fine. How you doing?
Another Steve fact.
Good to see you. The Watamba used an elegant, simple numeral system that consisted of just 2 symbols, the line and the semicircle. The numeric value is as follows. Okay.
This last page is torn.
All right. That's it.
I think I'll hold on to this.
Oh, we'll just steal the books. Sweet. Absolutely. We need those planet things anyway.
A complete mess of books, binders, and historical artifacts. If this room uses an...
All right. The museum. Ooh. Oh, guns.
Wonder if they're replicas or the real deal. Historical documents from the town's early years, letters and contracts and the like. It's the first construction paper settlers arriving in construction paper Villa Ventana.
Oh, another map.
An old treasure map. Maybe this town used to be a pirate refuge.
Take it with us.
It's a dusty wax statue of some old leader. The town's founder, maybe. Ugh, it's sticking to my finger. I'm surprised it hasn't melted. It's a sticky wax statue of a town historic figure. He's
Okay, to
pointing
be kept-
very aggressively.
They need to be kept cool, wouldn't they?
Yeah, these lights are probably a bit too much.
Yeah. I
It's
was
a
thinking
badly
that.
printed replica of the original town charter. Wait, did they really put "Don't eat the mushrooms" in their founding document?
Oh, second mention of the mushrooms.
Hmm. Also, that suggests that there is something insidious about them.
Jaunty.
Okay.
You see the thing with Idris Elba being introduced to his wax thing in the Madame Tussauds?
No.
Like, it's the cutest thing. He gets out his phone and he uses the wax statue to unlock his phone, like the haptic.
Oh, and it worked.
Yeah, it works.
Wow.
And then he calls his mum and FaceTimes with his mum so he can show his mum the wax thing. That's like the most adorable thing.
Oh. G'day, lady.
Looks like it wreaks absolute havoc on your lower back. Somebody was in a bad mood on picture day.
Restrooms for city employees only.
What? No, I don't need to use the restroom.
Then why on earth did you come in here?
Is this City Hall?
Last I checked.
When was that?
When my shift started about, I don't know, 1,000 years ago.
Has a man named Oswaldo been here recently?
Not recently enough. He's late.
Late.
He checked out a pile of old newspapers from the archives. I made it very clear that he had to return them within 3 days. Haven't seen him since. Cheap bastard probably used them for kindling.
I'm in town for work and thought I'd see the sights.
Uh-huh. And which site were you interested in seeing exactly? The cabinet jammed with unsorted census surveys?
I don't know. The building looked big. Figured there'd be something to look at.
If you're that desperate for something to do, there's a little Villa Ventana museum one room over. Don't bother telling me the exhibits are falling apart. I already know, and I already don't care.
Where was that museum you mentioned?
Literally next door. You get lost often?
Yeah, honestly. I'm looking for the address of...
Credentials?
I beg your pardon?
All requests from municipal residential data require valid authentication from the requesting party.
I beg your pardon again?
I need proof that you're allowed to view town
Are we
housing
gonna make
records.
a fake ID?
So, you got proof or not?
Oh, I, left it at home. I'll be back.
I'm sure you will.
Listen, I seem to have misplaced my credentials. I'm not looking for anything top secret, though. I just need...
No credentials, no records, no exceptions.
Okay.
Don't let the door hit you.
Alright, that's it for that.
Not too impressed with the town's water pressure.
That looks fine, doesn't it?
Hot dog cart. Hell yeah. Glizzies.
What'll you have?
What do you got?
What do you got?
Hot dogs?
Anything
I did
else?
like that part of New York.
Things that go
I
on hot
visited.
dogs?
How eclectic.
Nah, think I'm all out of eclectics.
I'd just be able to get a hot dog from any corner. It was really cool.
Selling a lot of hot dogs?
Not yet. Waiting for folks to start stumbling out of the bar.
That's
After
fair.
a few rounds, these things go straight from suspicious to delicious.
Do you ever know, do you remember Steve Nick, how he had the nickname Hot Dogs?
Yeah, because
You remember how that
Remember
story
this.
came about?
he was like drunk and then I forgot the exact things, but he started acting weird.
It's because we were at Blitz and there was a hot dog cart outside the bar and everyone came out and everyone was proper toxed and I bought a hot dog and I offered Nick a bite and he slapped it out of my hand onto the floor and then Matt nicknamed him Hot Dogs because that was when he was acting like an absolute shithead.
Isn't it about time to wash that apron?
Hell no. Gotta keep expectations low. If I look clean, the hot dogs look even filthier by comparison.
I remember once for your birthday, he got you a vinyl of a Muse record, and I remember seeing that and going, that's the thing, because like my dad always accuses me, like all the, ever since growing up, of like not observing things properly.
Mm,
It's like, this is another fucking case of it. I've never noticed that Walt has a record player.
I don't.
That's later on that night that you mentioned it. It's like, oh shit.
I know of a person that now owns that record, right, Psycho?
Hey, is there a woman in town named Lena?
Lena? Oh, sure. I don't see her too often. She's a vegetarian.
Do you know where she lives?
Sure don't. Someone over there in City Hall should, though.
Right. Thanks.
There's
One hot dog, please.
remember
That'll be $3.50.
I'll pay you tomorrow?
Then I'll give you a hot dog tomorrow.
What were you saying?
do you remember that children's story? I remember it was a book. It was in the primary school we both went to. I don't know if you remember it, but he used to, because like I said, Dad would usually often accuse me of not being observant.
Mm.
And this story really spoke to me because it was like this kid is also getting browbeaten by his dad for just like keeping to himself. And so he ventured to notice something that he could tell the dad, because the dad would go, "What happened at school?" and he wouldn't have anything to say. So he goes, "I got to know something," but the whole school day went through without him having anything of note. So on the way home, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to get in trouble again." And he goes, I started to think of what I should tell him. I just made up a lie. So the lie was like that this circus was passing through, for whatever reason, passing down the main road. And he sort of followed them. And the story just got more outrageous and more outrageous. Where he's like riding the elephants and doing shit like that. And then when he gets home, it just gets more crazy, more outrageous. And then when he gets home, he just says, when the dad says, "What happened?" he goes, "Nothing." Like, just doesn't go through it. It's a really cute story, but also I used to be like, Dad didn't do anything that specific or harsh, but it's like, yeah, I get it, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I could take off your hands for free?
Got a few expired ketchup packets.
How expired are we talking?
Sir, that is a very sad question.
Just give me the damn packets.
Not even a thank you. But then again, we go around killing people, so makes sense.
Vino Ventana.
It looks like Moe's Tavern, the windows.
Vino Ventana.
Yeah,
Can we not go in?
Vino Ventana.
is that the museum in the background, though?
Museum in the background.
Because you said museum was next door to the...
No, it was already in there. We went into the museum. That's where we
Right.
got the diary. I mean, sorry, not the diary. The wax museum. A wax
That's what the waxwork
figure.
was, yeah.
Ooh, casino. Ooh, matches. Okay. Nice.
If I had any money on me, this would be a great way to lose it.
That's pretty
How
clever.
old was Mustard?
The most worked up you'll ever see adults get over a marble. The upstairs must be reserved for the high rollers.
Speaking of mustard, I mean, I guess wasabi's a kind of mustard in a sense. But the other day I went for ice cream on April Fools, and they had April Fools flavors. One of them was coriander, wasabi, and cheese. That wasn't too bad. And the other one was rainwater sorbet, and that was pretty yum. Craps. I've never played craps.
If you aren't the one loading the dice, they're probably loaded against you. The upstairs must be reserved for the high rollers.
I couldn't remember how to play it, but I did learn it at one stage because it was one of the mini games in Neopets.
Isn't it you win as long as you don't get Snake Eyes or Seven? From memory? Something like that?
I think there's like different phases. Like there's like an initial roll, and then I forget it. I think it depends on what point in the game you're at. I think there's like multiple roles.
Okay.
But I think 7 is what you generally want.
Oh, interesting.
But I think there's a way to. I think you can bet against them coming up. I think.
Cashing in or out?
Cashing in.
Excellent, sir. Your funds?
Funds?
Money, sir. For your chips?
Ah, right. Money.
You do have money, yes? If you don't, I must...
Oh, no, of course I do. It's in my other wallet. I'll be back.
The Hungry House Cafe, huh? Oh, hello, couple.
Evening.
Obviously.
Randolph, don't be rude to the wino.
Oh.
He looks like he's had a rough life.
Encouraging to see at least one person with a book.
Can we give our book to...
He looks invested in whatever he's currently reading.
Ah. Can't go in the Hungry House?
Hungry House Cafe. Cute.
Good evening.
Evening, ma'am. Are you open?
There's a kitty.
We are. There's a reading tonight, so we're open later than usual. Please, take a look around.
Thank you. Aww. Aww.
Need help finding anything?
My name is Harvey Green, and I'm a salesman with McGinty. I'd love to...
McGinty? I don't recall their ever sending someone out this way.
I believe they haven't, ma'am. I'm here to test the waters, so to speak.
How are the waters so far?
Lukewarm.
Not surprised. Wouldn't say the neighboring towns are known for their readers. You'd like to sell to me, then? Oh, why not, Mr. Graham?
Green.
Bring your samples along tomorrow, and I'll take a look.
Nice.
I appreciate it, Mrs.
Oh, Pamela's fine.
Pamela. All right, thank you.
Was there anything else?
Move a lot of
That
books
looks
lately?
legit.
Can't complain. Business can't be that bad when there's no competition.
Only bookstore in town, huh? Great.
Others pop up now and then. They all go under trying to compete with the sweet old lady.
Do you
The
do
cat looks a
anything
little bit
special
like.
to bring people in?
Oh, plenty. You'll notice the sale bins for starters. We also have a couple of accomplished authors right here in Villa Ventana. I bring them in for readings and signings and the like. Later tonight, a local critic will be reading the latest from Paul Frey. Ever heard of him? Brilliant writer, but he doesn't care much for us unwashed masses.
Yeah, I've heard of him, and that doesn't surprise me in the least.
What were you saying? The cat looks like what?
It's a little like those medieval depictions of cats.
Better than Piss Cat.
Like it's. Oh, come on. You guys are so mean.
Feel free
It's
to
like it's like
browse.
slightly flat and it has a like slightly non-cat like face.
Just steal the brolly. Love it.
Of course these are on sale. Never even heard of most of them.
Oh, another cat.
Of course these are on sale. Never even heard of most of them.
Aww.
Decent selection, but a bit dated. Might actually be able to sell some books here.
Tonight, the latest novel from Paul Frey as read by visiting critic Aaron Hunt. It's closed for now. The reading must be later.
Sylvie Cat here, Mr. Bennett.
Aww.
Oh, that's Havisham and Bennett, right? Is Pride and Prejudice, I think.
Is it? Yeah, it sounds right.
Sorry, pal. We're finishing up some road construction ahead.
I'm obviously not driving a car. Can I sneak by?
You sure can't, but we should be done soon. Come back in a while. We're construction workers, not miracle workers. Come back later.
Oh, okay. I think I was thinking of Mrs. Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. Do you think we're gonna use the source as like blood?
That would just ruin the photo.
That seems pointless. I don't follow. How would that help?
That's fair. We're probably gonna let's go
You're
up
back.
to the thing, but
Ready for a ride?
probably can't afford it.
All right, I'll do the tour.
Great. Now, as to the small matter of payment.
I'm strapped at the moment. Any chance I could ride for free?
By any chance, do you mean 0 chance?
No.
Then no.
I'm good for now.
You're missing out. I'm usually booked solid on an evening this nice.
Sure you are, buddy. Sure you are. What is that? You see that in the background? We'll see in a second. Oh.
Well, people here sure are private. Or maybe they hate out-of-towners.
There's a little door. Oh, it's a unhoused man.
Sleeping like a, well, an inebriated adult man.
You should probably save it, hey. I haven't saved it once yet. Oof, lucky.
Let's wait, turn that menu again.
Yep, one sec.
That's really cool. The way the pen
Gives it
has
a
the
jiggle.
momentum. Yeah.
That is cool.
Wonder how long these have been coming soon.
That's what she said.
Mm.
Oh, what's in the bins?
Ugh, I can smell it from here. House for sale.
By the house?
Festive, if a little desperate.
Okay, buy the house, move
Open
in,
house
and
today.
then
Cozy rustic cottage featuring old world charm and new world financing options.
try to compete with and push that old bat out of business.
We'll try and go in the house in a second. Doctor's office.
William Morgan, MD, General Medicine.
Psycho, have you watched The Pit yet? The most recent one?
It sounds like something's back there.
Oh, kitty, was scared.
Nothing but garbage. Nothing but...
Oh, g'day.
Evening, sir.
Evening. What is this house?
Sir, you stand at the majestic wrought iron gates of the Villa Ventana Sportsman Society.
The what now?
It's a hoity-toity hunting club and the primary home of its president.
Can I take a look around the grounds? I'm doing some sightseeing.
At the moment, absolutely not. However, in a few hours' time, the estate will host a soiree that is open to the public. If you care to explore, that will be the ideal and legal time to do so.
Got it. Thanks.
How many times in your life, Steve, have you said the word soiree, you reckon?
Never used it.
I reckon maybe it's my third time
At
in
your
my life.
service, sir.
Just mentioning it there.
Reward for information leading to the capture of Vinny the Hat DeLuca. What kind of nickname is the Hat? He's not even wearing a hat.
That's why it's a nickname.
What was that movie that has was it Goodfellas? Or was it Casino, where I think they call him Tommy Two Times?
It's got fake names. I couldn't remember which one that's from there.
I don't follow.
Okay. Because he constantly said the same sentence twice.
Nothing to see beyond here.
Okay, time to go into the doctor's office and that house. Do you say rodeo or rodeo?
Radio.
I can't see much of anything through those curtains. I can't see.
Can't even go in. Damn. Okay.
Hello? Does any house in this town have people in it?
This one does now.
What the
Fosco Moretti, realtor, licensed and accredited. And to whom do I have the pleasure of showing this magnificent piece of real estate?
Oh, I am not in the market for a...
Oh, ho, ho. Everybody's in the market, my friend. Some of us are just standing a little closer to the register. Your name?
Harvey.
Well, I have to say, Mr. Harvey, seeing you here in this immaculately tiled parlor, I see a man of purpose. Am I wrong?
I have a job, if that's what you mean.
Not a job, Mr. Harvey. A calling, a yearning from within. You, Mr. Harvey, you aspire.
I suppose I'm writing a...
An author? My God, I stand in the presence of a modern-day Hemingway.
You know he's still alive, right?
Mr. Harvey, you must agree that every great writer requires an equally great writing environment. Where do you currently do your writing?
I travel a lot for work, so mostly from hotel rooms.
Hotel rooms? Oh, so drab, so utterly lacking in ambiance. No, no, that won't do at all. What an artist like you needs, Mr. Harvey,
is a house.
But not just any house.
This house.
This house?
Okay, listen, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm definitely not buying this house, and I definitely don't want you assuming otherwise.
I understand, Mr. Harvey.
Thank you.
You just need a little more time to see what I see.
Which is?
That you and our sleepy little town are destined for each other. And when you come to that realization, I will be here.
I promise you'll be the first to know.
How can we steal shit when you're in the way, though?
I guess the bar is a nice feature.
Much more for you than for me.
What do you mean?
Your torso extends above it, whereas I...
Looks like a decent... Looks like a...
Don't follow me around. How can I steal shit with you there?
Closet looks a little small.
An optical illusion, Mr. Harvey, I assure you.
Lock him in.
This closet features no fewer than 200 cubic feet of space. I was almost inclined to list it as a second bedroom.
I'm not so sure. I don't think I could fit much in there.
A skeptic? I respect that. Allow me then to demonstrate. Just one side of this closet can house a full-bodied man such as myself, with space to spare. Goodness, if this closet has walls, I, for one, can't reach them.
What do we got? What can we use to lock him? Umbrella, maybe? Yes.
Mr. Harvey, the door appears to be jammed. Could I trouble you for assistance?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, it's really stuck.
Not to worry. Very common with these older units. Try sliding this into the latch, would you please?
It's not working. Hold tight. I'm gonna go get help.
Oh, maybe those
All right.
credentials?
Please do hurry, Mr. Harvey. Spacious though it is, I fear I failed to inspect this closet for bugs and such.
Hell yeah. Now we can...
Someone left some lotions and cologne here.
Hello.
A 100% certified got 'em.
It's covered in the realtor's personal hygiene regimen. It's
Feel some alcohol?
Looks like a decent selection.
Oh, gift basket. Hell yeah. What do we got?
Not much for cigars, but a cigar cutter might come in handy.
We can go around circumcising people now.
A bunch of picture frames with no pictures.
Oh, hang on.
Stick their fingers in it.
How would that help?
Oh, damn.
I keep meaning to rewatch Darkman. I think I only saw the start of it when I was a kid, but there's a bit with a cigarette, one of those like cigarette cutters like that, where he puts someone's finger in it. Used to really disturb me as a kid.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty standard piano to me.
Is that an oboe, that sound? That's what comes to mind.
Looks expensive and heavy.
Mate.
Why does that teacup have a straw?
Mate.
Looks like it's gotten a lot of use. Ooh, oven's seen better days. A beat-up old oven.
Oh, what can we cook?
Put the kettle on it?
Looks like it's gotten a lot of use. The stove's lit. The stove's lit. The usual kitchen equipment.
Don't think we've got anything that...
How would that help?
Exactly. Cook the sauce?
No.
I did see we've got a map icon now. Oh, cool. Oh, can we warp? That would be pretty sweet if we can. We'll keep that in mind later. Let you know when the sound happens again. What sound's that? The bedroom, we've been there.
No, the realtor will hear me clomping around.
Oh, that there. Yeah. Oh, it is a clarinet, of course. Yeah. My bad. We can't go upstairs.
The realtor will hear me clomping around.
We don't... Oh,
I was always more of a woodwind guy.
Speaking of woodwinds. Alright, what have we've got the cigar cutter from this place. Can't really cook anything. Not yet, at least. Alright, time to check out to see if we can fast travel. Casino, City Hall. Oh, how good is that? Oh, she's gone.
Little touches like this help distract from all the stains. Those are some nice bags.
Alright, does it have... Need to find... Oh, that's right, because we've got the card now.
What would that do? I need something to stick it on there. Ketchup wouldn't stay on there. That would just ruin the photo.
Oh, maybe the wax museum, actually, if it's sticky.
This wax isn't quite sticky enough to stay on. Matches wouldn't be enough to melt this.
Really? Not sticky enough. Oh, we can cut the finger off, though.
Your pointing days are at an end, I'm afraid.
Oh, and then we can potentially melt the finger down.
Can't.
Just left the stove on. Yeah. Oops.
I've stuck the wax to the back of the photo. I'll consider it a minor miracle if this fools anyone.
All right, that might be enough to get the address for Lena.
Found my badge. It was under my bed.
Hand it over. Was that really so hard? Now, what was it that you even needed?
The address of a woman named Lena.
Last name?
Not sure. The telegram with the requisition was smudged.
Typical. Just a moment. It's always something with these guys. Where the hell was that binder? Lucky for you, there's only one Lena in our records.
Whew!
You have a map? There you go. And hey, what a coincidence, it's finally quitting time.
Wait, which side of the street is... Never mind, I'll figure it out.
Oh!
I should have held on to that umbrella. I better hurry. This has to be the place. Seems obvious now that I'm here. I don't see anyone around, including the sheriff. Time to get some answers. Hello? Lena? No one's here, as usual.
Oh, achievement, visit the important address.
Empty.
Oh, there was a hand for a second. What was that?
Lena?
Oh, that looks like a compartment.
This looks new, at least compared to everything else in here. This looks new.
We're gonna have to cut it open. Do we even have anything? Probably not. What's this wrench?
What would that do?
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, we can save on the typewriter.
Drafty and unremarkable.
Relatives of Lena's, maybe? Pretty dour bunch.
Can we light the fire to warm up?
There's nothing to light, and it's not that cold in here anyway.
Take a look at this. Ooh. Oh, the oil lamp means we can go in the woods. That's fun.
It looks custom made. There's a narrow slot on the side for something.
Jill sandwich.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that sandwich in a while, that's for sure.
Another radio. Could it show me what happened in here? Only one way to find out.
Here goes.
Now where are you, Lena?
Help! Let me go! I can't help you! I see strands. And something's coming. Something's coming to
Lena, she was tied up and tortured by those creatures. What are they? They were made of darkness, like the arm that grabbed Oswaldo. Why were they tormenting Lena? Did she do something to anger them?
How did she know our
And
name?
wait, why did Lena cry out for help? To me? How did she even know my name? No, I refuse to leave another abandoned house with more questions than I came in with. Keep talking, radio. Show me where they took her.
Whoa.
No light, no shadows. Can't be right. Faster.
Lena, it's the sheriff. Please open the door. We know you're home. We got another noise complaint. We're coming inside.
Hey, is that a cool S at the bottom? I think it is.
Jesus. Lena, what is all this? Doctor?
Very concerning. We must bring her in for observation.
Lena, please come with us. It isn't safe for you here alone.
No, you're doing exactly what they want.
What who wants?
You can't see it, but you're helping them. You're killing me.
Lena, we're helping you. We're going to protect you from them, I promise.
Ivan, if you would.
No, wait, please. No. No.
The sheriff was here. He took Lena. Or at least his doctor friend did. But wait, the sheriff caught me in Oswaldo's house after he was here. He'd already seen the symbols on Lena's wall when he saw Oswaldo's. He must have made the connection, and now he's desperate to keep things quiet. Is that really just to avoid a town panic? Or does he know something? It doesn't matter. Either way, I need to stay clear of him and find Lena. And that starts with paying the doctor a visit.
Okay. Still think we need to
The sheriff must have covered up this wall so no one would see Lena's drawings. The sheriff...
There's no oil in it to light.
Damn it. Can we use ketchup as oil?
I don't follow.
Yeah, me neither.
I've seen enough. Lena was taken by the town doctor.
Okay. Where is... Okay. I do like that it fills out the house as you discover it. Neat. Oh, what's this? Need some bolt cutters.
It's locked tight.
Do you reckon a wrench could be used as bolt cutters? Probably not.
I don't even know what this building is. Breaking in seems reckless.
Who's this?
Fugitive at large, Sammy Pillow Fight Marino. Considered armed and not even remotely dangerous. Automaton. The sign's all rusted. There's no way I'm forcing that padlock open.
Not with that attitude, but what about with one of these?
I don't even know what this building is.
Enough.
Keep out. I don't want to go in there anyway. Whoa, look at the size of this place. It could probably fit everybody in the whole town. I don't think it could look more foreboding if it tried.
This is a zombie.
It stopped.
The ambient ticking of a clock was unnerving to our guests.
Yes, I'm sure it was the clock that was doing that. The sanatorium's founder, maybe?
It is. And shortly after construction finished, also its first patient.
That's disquieting.
Welcome to Whitestone. May I help you?
Is this a hospital?
Technically, it's a psychiatric sanatorium.
Seems big for such a small town.
We treat referrals from all over. Something about thin mountain air, promoting cognitive wellness.
Have to admit I'm skeptical.
You and me both. Sorry, what was it you needed again?
What's the difference between a sanitarium and a sanatorium?
Sanitarium's the brand name for the thing, as opposed to sanatorium's the actual like clinics, I believe. But I think sanitarium's a trademark, not the actual term.
Who's in charge here? Can I talk to them?
Are you a member of the press? Relax. The answer is no either way.
Then why did you ask?
Different flavors of no.
No offense, but this place is creeping me out a smidge.
Just a smidge?
How do you stand to work here?
The pay's decent because nobody else wants to do it. Plus it's quiet. Well, most of the time.
That violin then reminded me of Toxic by Britney Spears. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a patient here I need to talk to.
You believe?
No, I know there's a patient.
What's the name?
Lena.
What is your relationship to the patient?
Family, family friend.
And what is the
just
patient's
situationship.
visitor code?
Visitor code?
Visitor
All
code.
patients have an associated visitor code that's provided by their referring physician.
Oh, right. Who's that again?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not authorized to disclose sensitive medical information.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think for me, Saiku, her best song is I'm trying to remember the name of it. Is it called Every Time? I think it's called Every Time. Maybe I'm wrong.
Remind me why you won't let me see Lena?
To visit a patient, you need their visitor code. The referring physician should have it.
Right. Thanks.
Okay.
We appreciate your visit.
Where's this go?
The break room.
Is it as terrifying as the rest of this building?
For the most part. But there are snacks.
Where's this go? Is it as terrifying?
For the most part.
I want the snacks.
Excuse me, only approved visitors are permitted upstairs.
Right. Sorry.
All right, so we go to the doctor's office, no doubt. Is the doctor's office? It was up here, wasn't it? So if we go to the bookstore, we can shortcut it. Oh, did we see I don't think we saw this before. Fruits?
Awfully trusting of them to leave fruit outside overnight.
Yeah.
Awfully trusting of them. Well, I know where to go if I end up needing a cantaloupe. Well, I know where... Old Mariner Cigar Store.
Oh, we didn't see this before. Okay. Oh.
That thing could probably pick up signals from space. Lovely evening.
Peaceful, too. For now.
Expecting a war later?
Expecting anything. Colin Faraday, Neighborhood Watch.
Harvey Green. Books. What does the Neighborhood watch out for?
Suspicious activity, along with suspicious inactivity.
Wait, so how much activity isn't suspicious?
Why do you ask? Seems suspicious.
Mind if I borrow some gas? Just enough for my lamp here.
Sorry, can't spare a drop.
You can't spare a drop?
In this economy,
you planning
yeah.
to mow every lawn in town?
Lawnmower's a ruse. This gas belongs to the Neighborhood Watch emergency reserves. Can't be too careful.
Quite the radio you have back there.
Appreciate it.
Isn't the roof antenna a bit overkill?
Absolutely not. It's for the watch, used only in the most dire of emergencies. Tuned to our secure frequency.
Oh, which frequency's that?
Did you miss the secure part, compadre?
Does the neighborhood watch work with the police?
The police? Please, you think the sheriff keeps the peace around here?
Yes.
The safety of the public is best secured by the public itself. More specifically, by me, Colin Faraday.
How many people are in the watch?
5, if you count my wife.
And?
And my 8-month-old son. And my dog.
Uh-huh.
Keep your eyes peeled.
That term is gross.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
That thing could
Picturing
probably
that party
pick up
chick with someone
signals from
puts their
space.
makes me picture that party chick with someone puts the eyelids like inside out.
I used to be able to do that. Kid at school taught me how to do it.
I can't see which frequency it's set to from back here.
Oh, we're going to need a telescope, no doubt. Ooh, pottery.
I'm no expert, but they look nice enough. Cross sections and schematics for different bowls and pots. I guess something's finishing up in there. Can't deny the guy makes a lot of pots.
That's sometimes known as a glory hole for blast glowing.
It's full of small clay discs. The bigger ones must be even more challenging.
Hello, friend.
Harry
You
Potter.
seek to reshape the earth.
Oh, I've never really worked with clay.
Who said anything about clay?
Are you done for the day?
I am not. But at this moment, I am a potter with no clay. Hardly a potter at all, really.
Can you get more?
I can. But the absence of a certain leg makes it a challenge.
Right.
Left, actually.
Been going through the DS9. Oh, you wouldn't have seen it because you didn't get far into DS9, the podcast, and they're going through episodes. And there's one where they go to Riser, and in the script they have a scene where Dax, the Terry Farrell character, her and a person from Riser do the ghost scene.
Oh yeah.
Teresa Randall, I think is the name of the actress that is the employee of Riser that she does it with. But when they went to film it, because Dax is in front and she's guiding her to do the pottery. When they filmed it, Dax is like the Terry Farrell's like a 6-foot model, so the other lady is behind her. You just see her hands, and they've gone, this doesn't work, so they had to reframe it and then the whole thing doesn't work because you don't associate it with Ghost without him having the like from behind guiding. Like it doesn't look the same. So the whole thing whiffed, but that was their intention. But I like the comic thing of like just seeing the other person's hands behind Terry because she's so tall.
I could bring you some clay if you want.
I will appreciate that, yes. One feels troubled when they do not play their given role. You will bring me clay, and I will give you something from my shop in return.
Nice.
Where do I find clay around here?
Probably the forest.
Keep an eye out, friend. You will find it.
Oh.
Really? That's the best you can do?
No.
That's a lot of little clay discs.
They're gambling chips, friend, for the casino.
Oh.
You make all of the casino's chips?
I always have and I always will, until one of us is not here.
Did you make everything in here?
A few are by students, but for the most part, yes.
Impressive work.
The wheel does the work. We simply leave an impression as it turns.
But don't you turn the... Forget it.
Until you next are here.
That's
Can't
gotta be the
deny
most.
the guy makes a lot of pots.
It's gonna be the most weirdest construction material for poker chips.
Yeah.
The bigger ones must be even more challenging.
Ooh.
Mostly pizza, a few calzones.
Oh, I love
which,
calzones.
let's be honest, are just folded over pizza.
Pizzeria? don't mind if I do.
I have the strangest feeling these guys are brothers.
It's like Mario and Luigi.
Racist. They're both Italian. You think they're both brothers?
What? Because all Italians are brothers.
Hmm.
Even the lady ones are brothers.
They look crispy.
Pizza peel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hands off! That's my only pizza shovel.
Oh, we're gonna have to be stealing that somehow.
Piping hot and ready to go.
Did I ever tell you about Roborelli's girlfriend not liking pizza? And the reason being, I guess, you know, people have their own ideas of reality, I guess. But her reason is that pizza is not a meal; it's a snack, is what she said.
You're feeling for a fucking snack.
Yeah, it's funny.
If you're here for dinner, pick a table.
I'm not hungry.
What are you, the health
Yeah, let's
inspector
do it
then?
together.
We're closed.
What's your problem with the health inspector?
Those government jamokes will find any excuse to shut down an honest local business. I bust my ass night after night slinging pizzas, and they expect me to find time for federally mandated sanitation guidelines. God forbid there's one measly rat in your side salad. Pick it out.
I don't know what a jamoke is, but that sounds like a slur if I've ever heard one.
Where did you learn to make pizza?
Ever hear of a little place called Naples?
Yeah.
Well, so had the author of a cookbook I found in the sewer.
I think it's an Italian, like just like a dummy or something. But the problem is, that's just assuming that it's like that thing of like all Italians say, just because it's a.
You're getting pretty good air on those dough tosses.
Please, this is rookie stuff. Check this out.
Whoa.
Best part of the job right there.
Are we gonna have to...
Could you toss that dough again?
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm. 2 points!
That's fun.
Gotta go. Do they not have plates?
Yeah, no one has a plate. Hey, where's the pizza come from? You kind of just like
They just hand it to you.
slice by slice.
Yep.
People's clothes are hanging over the pizzeria.
Oh, that's
classy. The pizza chef's working right below here. People's clothes. The pizza chef's.
They'd fucking reek of pizza if they hung out there.
It's good. Pizza's good though.
You don't want it smelling your clothes.
It's like when Kramer used the pizza oven to dry his
People's
clothes.
clothes are hanging over
Oh,
the
yeah.
pizzeria. Classy. The pizza chef's working right below here.
We need to catch the dough somehow, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. Maybe that's a...
The most exquisite pizza. Bold claim. Doubt they could back it up.
Yeah, we need a pizza net. Oh.
I think I hear something rustling around up there. I think.
Oh, looks like a hippie commune or something.
Country Garden Plant Nursery.
Ooh, spritz bottle.
2 nice things of flowers ready to be judged. Looks like they're waiting on a third. 2 nice things.
Oh.
2 nice.
Oh, gas mask.
Oh, that equipment's for members only. Sorry, dear.
Judy. All right, Judy.
Well, hello there, sir. Welcome. I'm Judy.
Thanks.
Ooh, you're
I'm
from
Harvey.
Wisconsin.
What brings you to our little refuge from everyday life?
Do you know a woman in town named Lena?
Oh, Lena? I know who she is. We aren't close, though. Different circles. She always looks a little sad. You know, maybe I should bring her some flowers sometime.
Why the gas mask? Plants don't seem that dangerous.
Oh, the plants aren't, but the pesticides can be. You don't want to breathe in any of those, no, sir.
Mind if I borrow the mask for a little while?
Oh, I wish you could, Harvey. But only club members can use it. Them's the rules.
What's that you're working on?
Oh, this? It's called a bonsai. You prune it so it grows just the way you want. I like to think this little guy appreciates that someone's in charge of all the important decisions. Bye, Harvey.
Constance DeWitt. You are?
Harvey, Green.
You here to compete or just looking around?
What kind of competition are we talking about?
Floral arrangements, the pinnacle of natural elegance and beauty.
Ew.
Lovely. Is there a prize?
Membership in the highly selective Villa Ventana Floricultural Guild.
What's that?
It's this, genius. You're standing in it.
Oh, neat. How do I sign up for the competition?
You sure you're up for it?
Why wouldn't I be?
You need to arrange flowers. By the looks of it, you can't even arrange your shirt.
That's a totally different skill set.
Whatever you say. If you're serious, put together an entry and place it on the table over there.
The competition arrangements are looking a little dried out.
You know, I'd love to freshen them up, but somebody's decided to borrow my spray bottle.
How dare they?
That's cool that it took that into consideration.
Thanks for stopping by. Don't you dare walk off with my bottle.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I guess we're going to need some sort of... I don't think we've got anything. No, not yet. Ooh, okay. Oh, is this where we're going to use the star signs and stuff? Constellations, sorry?
The planets.
Remnants of a meteorite that landed approximately 30 kilometers southwest of Villa Ventana.
Do you remember which Lovecraft monster matched with which planet?
Jupiter was love. Oh, yeah, there was a bunch, wasn't there?
Jupiter was Cthulhu.
We did steal the book.
Remnants of another meteorite that landed approximately 30 kilometers southwest of Villa Ventana.
Oh, could these be flowers? They're in pots.
The astrolabe was used for centuries to identify stars and planets in the night sky. The armillary sphere was used to model the movement of the heavens relative to Earth. Complicated astronomy gadgets. I probably shouldn't touch anything.
That's correct.
I do love that he just talks to himself out loud. That's great.
Nobody would miss one old broken compass. There's plenty more in there, and I could see this being useful.
I like that logic.
Reckon you could do that? You just go into like a small museum or like small little exhibit and just talk to yourself. Like, I probably shouldn't touch the glass. It could set off an alarm.
Ventana Peak is known the world over for the unique rock formation at its summit, an arched opening that locals fittingly called the Window. Scholars continue to debate whether the window is the result of natural erosion or the deliberate work of an ancient civilization.
Hopefully we can take the spyglass, because then we can see the radio frequency.
It's bolted onto the base. I can't smuggle the whole thing out of here.
Oh, but...
I'll borrow this for a while.
Yes!
Don't imagine anyone else showing up to use it.
Lovely.
There's a big sign hanging across it that says no.
What do you call this symbol, right? Like, if you're describing it to somebody, here's an example. Like, at work, sometimes I have to get people to, like, I need to get, like, error messages from, like, a JavaScript console. And when you open up the console in Chrome, there's to clear the feed, you've got this symbol. But when I describe it to them, do you say it's the no smoking symbol? Or do you say it's the no symbol?
I think I looked it up because we raised it before, because I remember looking it up, and the most common term was the no symbol. There's
No
nothing really good where you'd like, oh yeah, that's what it would be called.
No symbol, yeah, because I guess the no emoji is this.
Yeah, that's the... I don't know if it's necessarily Japanese, but it's usually associated with Japanese. Of like when they sign no.
Sorry, say that again.
I don't know if it's actually like specifically Japanese, but I remember in like cultural thing it was always associated with Japanese, that like making a cross with your hands like that.
Right.
Welcome, fellow galactic traveler.
Hi. Why are you calling me a galactic traveler?
Why, because you are. All of us are. Hurtling audaciously through the Milky Way aboard our great spherical vessel.
I feel pretty stationary.
An illusion. The speeds of Earth's orbit and rotation hold so miraculously constant that we feel nothing. Well, just have a look around. I'm sure you'll pick up a factoid or two.
Why does this town have an observatory?
Villa Ventana's high hilltops make it stellar for stellar observation. Regrettably, Villa Gaviota's substantially higher hilltops make it even more stellar. And it's 30 minutes up the road. All of which is to say, we don't get many visitors. So, welcome!
So is there a telescope I can look through?
Sadly, our research telescope is off limits to guests. However, we have set up a spyglass at the rear window.
What's the difference between a spyglass and a telescope?
A spyglass is weaker, better suited for terrestrial observation of distant objects and landmarks. You'll find it provides a striking view of Ventana Peak.
I'm a little rusty on my planets. Could you refresh my memory?
Certainly. Over on the left there, you'll see the sun, which is our star. Then we have our 4 smaller planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, of course, and Mars. Then we have the much larger cohort of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Thank you. That brought it all rushing back.
Anytime.
Did you see there's a clip going around of this little kid because of the whole moon launch the other day? It had like a shitty news reporter just interviewing the kid saying, "So why are you excited about space?" And the kid goes, "Because we're going to the frickin' moon again." It was really cool to see. He was so excited.
Are you an astronomer?
Would you enjoy the hokey answer where I say that every human who looks up at the night sky is an astronomer?
Not really.
Then, yes, I am an astronomer.
So, anything new in space?
The community is abuzz with excitement over the recent discovery of a 9th supposed planet. Pluto, they're calling it.
What do you mean, supposed planet?
It feels hasty to classify it as such. If the reports are true, it's even smaller than the moon. The moon! Plus, now I'm stuck here painting a Pluto to add to our educational display.
If you don't think Pluto deserves to be in the planet display, don't add it.
But the larger community has reached consensus.
Is that what Copernicus said when he figured out the sun revolves around the Earth?
Earth around the sun.
Whatever.
The thing is, Copernicus was disputing a fundamental understanding of the cosmos. This is like arguing about whether a particular shirt is a small or a large.
Yes, but what happens when you wear a large shirt when you're supposed to wear a small?
Oh my god. You look ridiculous. You're right, I have to take a stand. Here, take my Pluto before I overthink this.
Yes!
Oh.
Stay strong, for science.
Is this our planned? I reckon it might be.
They're painted with an impressive amount of detail.
Thank you. I find myself with an impressive amount of free time.
Okay. Let's see if we can use the spyglass outside, actually, and see if we can notice anything. No. Okay. Oh. We're over here. The nursery.
I imagine I need at least one flower in the pot for it to count.
Oh, okay. Let's get that radio frequency.
Better do this from a distance. Otherwise, the watchman will watch me watching. Here we go. Clear as day. His top secret frequency is 30 megahertz.
Okay. So what does that do for us? Oh, we haven't been here yet.
At what point did this become the universal symbol for a barber?
I like that symbol. I think it's a good one.
You know where that's from?
Toothpaste.
No, well, I don't know where the blue comes from. I think that's a later addition to make it look prettier. It's because barbers used to be surgeons, so it used to be like red and white stripes as like bandages.
Okay.
I imagine it's for employees only.
Please don't touch
I just
the
figured
hair
it was
clipping,
like
sir.
French,
It's
but-
unhygienic and odd.
Effortlessly mysterious. Sure enough, it's holding a coat. Classic and clean.
Do you reckon we get to have a haircut?
It's like the barber's equivalent of a doctorate. I've always been more of a sideburns guy.
What was the barber's? What was the text for the barber's equivalent of a doctorate?
It's like the
Science
barber's
certificates.
equivalent of a doctorate.
Don't know.
That flavor text
Hey,
is weird.
I know that guy.
I like that a lot.
Looks new.
Just the fellow I wanted to see.
You know me?
I know everything that I need to.
Which is?
That you are a man in dire need of a barber.
There's hair all over the floor.
First time in a barber shop?
No, it's just usually they sweep it.
As I will be doing when I close up. I collect it and sell it to local farmers as fertilizer.
What's
Does hair work as fertilizer?
I have no idea.
Mind if I grab a handful of that hair? You seem to have plenty.
Whatever do you want it for?
I don't know.
Surely you see the absurdity in it, yes?
Yes.
We need to make a merkin.
So can I grab some?
No. As I told you already, I sell it.
Damn.
You ever nick anybody with that razor over there? Looks sharp.
Indeed it is sharp. It is in fact much more dangerous if dull. And I can
Yeah.
assure you I have never injured a client. To do so would be disastrous to my reputation. Not to mention my minor aversion to blood.
Minor.
You said you have an aversion to blood. How bad is it?
Why, you're not bleeding, are you? You have to tell me if you're bleeding. It's the law.
So pretty bad then.
Oh, we could use the ketchup.
All things being equal, I would strongly prefer not to be in the same room as an actively bleeding individual. I will leave it at that.
What do you charge for a haircut? I'm low on cash at the moment.
How much do you have?
0.
Ah, I fear I charge a touch more than 0. But seeing as how I'm newly arrived in town, allow me to offer you a complimentary shave. Provided that you return for a proper haircut whenever your wallet allows, of course.
Free shave? Hell yeah.
I suppose a quick shave wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit. Have a seat.
That's why we use the tomato sauce to make it look like we've been nicked.
Yeah.
There we are, my friend. Do come back when you find the time. And money.
Oh, how are we gonna...
Would you mind touching up my shave? I think you missed a spot.
That won't do at all. Take a seat.
Oh, killed another dude.
Gotcha. Did I spook you there? Just a little ketchup prank. Sir? What the?
Is he the other guy on the wall?
He can't be. You call this a minor reversion of blood? I didn't, it was just,
Yep.
He was in my nightmare, like the man in the car. How many other heads were mounted on that wall, besides mine? Am I next? What am I supposed to do? I can't tell the sheriff, and if I leave town, he'll have all the more reason to suspect me. I'm stuck. I have no idea why I would need this, but he definitely doesn't need it anymore. I'm not taking any more of that.
Hello?
There's no talking to him now. Looks new.
Oh, we can't touch the razor? Damn.
I imagine it's for employees only.
Oh, we can take the coat?
Sure enough, it's holding a coat.
No. All right, I reckon that might be a good place to call it. Alrighty. Wow. That's good. I like this game a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Our character just killing people is like one of the most unique things I've seen in any point and click.
For sure. Let us see if there is anyone online we can raid to. All right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll send you guys across to... No worries, Artie. Fine. Thanks for joining. It's great. Let's see. Let's go to Cat Clever Retro Gamer. Locking you guys in the raid cannon. As always, it is a Saturday, so make sure that you do something delicious for yourself. Get yourself a nice cup of joe. Maybe a cookie. Black and white cookie even. Who knows? But
I've got leftover pizza.
Woo!
I
Eat
can
it cold. You'll love it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Not a full meal, of course, but apparently not a
Mhm.
proper meal.
Sweet. All right. Well, until next time, toodaloo.